Guys, quick question. If you had a chance to pick one player between Mohammed Kudus and Noni Madueke, who are you going to pick? Let me know your answers down below in the comments. I'm going to show you a video from former Manchester United player Rio Ferdinand picking Noni Madueke over Mohammed Kudus. You and I know I will not stand for this. I will not let it slide. You know me. I will not let it slide. And I want to drop my honest opinion on this. You can also join in the convo down below in the comments. We are also going to talk about Thomas Partey. The whole day has been about Partey. I have more updates concerning the player that we have to talk about. And also talk about Abdul Fatawu Issahaku, what the Leicester City coach Matis Cifuentes had to say about the player, amongst many others. But before we jump into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. My name is Adam. You're watching SportsCornerGH. Quickly, let's jump into it and begin with Mohammed Kudus versus Noni Madueke. Check out this video.
Is Kudus massively better than Madueke?
Yes.
Do you think he is?
Yeah, I do. For me, I think Kudus is bad. He had a rough season last year, but I think that's just where the club was in general. When he played against the big teams.
Potential-wise, I don't think there's massive difference.
I think Kudus is a baller.
The age is a big thing.
Yeah.
The amount of games that Madueke's played and compared to Kudus, I think there's a big difference. He ain't had the exposure in the Premier League, especially. I think Madueke's got a ceiling. He's got a high ceiling. I think he can go. I think he can go places. I think he can do well. I think he's going to be. I think he's a really good addition.
I think he's a great addition in terms of he's direct. He can play on both wings. I'm not co-signing the petitions. I think all of that is wrong. And as soon as a player puts on the shirt, you have to support him. I think where some of the fans were coming from, where the majority of the fans were coming from, they're going, are you spending that much money on a Saka backup? But I don't think he's going to be back. I think he goes on the left.
So guys, you have seen the video. Let me know your thoughts about it down below in the comments. Please be honest. I'm going to reply every single person who commented on this particular topic. Now let's talk about Mohammed Kudus and West Ham. They finished 14th in the EPL. Kudus scored 5 goals and provided 3 assists. We all lambasted Kudus, told him that he did not get a good season with West Ham. He did not do well with West Ham. No problem. Chelsea 4th in the EPL, won the Conference League, won the FIFA Club World Cup. Noni Madueke scored 7 goals and provided 3 assists. The difference is 2 goals between these two players. If you want to even put the goals aside and the assists aside, when it comes to what these players do on the pitch, Kudus is an excellent player, and you and I would agree on that. So if it was, let's say, Kopama, I would surrender and not do this argument at all. But Mohammed Kudus versus Noni Madueke, trust me, wherever you are, Cantamanto, Kumasi, Toronto, just tell me, I will come and let's do this argument face to face. There is no way I'm going to stand somewhere for someone to say Noni Madueke is better than Kudus. No. If you like, let's exchange their roles. Last season, put Noni Madueke in that West Ham team and ask yourself if he can give you 5 goals, and put Mohammed Kudus in the Chelsea team that played last season and ask yourself if Kudus can score more than 7 goals. I can confidently say, hit my chest and say Kudus can give you more than 7 goals with the Chelsea team. Noni Madueke, can you answer for yourself? You can't. That is the honest truth. You can't. But then guys, this is my honest opinion on this. Let me hear from you down below in the comments. But then let's move away from this and talk about what Brennan Johnson, Mohammed Kudus' teammate at Tottenham, had to say about the addition of Mohammed Kudus to Tottenham team. Now, this is what he said. He says that I have been really impressed with him since he came in. Really nice guy as well. Last season, there were quite a few games where I don't think we had 11 first-team players. Getting as much quality as we can is important. It is what we need because we are in the Champions League and we want to go far in all competition. It wasn't just a one-off team, referring to the Europa League they won. We want to be in the Champions League every year. We need the quality and the depth in squad. We are getting there. Hopefully, we can stay fit this season and it gives us the best chance to compete in all competitions. This is coming from Brennan Johnson, talking about Kudus, his addition, the quality. Look, Tottenham are signing good players. They recently just signed Palhinha from Bayern Munich on loan. Good addition. And I think they are being linked to other players, Rodrigo and co. Good signings from Tottenham Hotspur. And honestly, I liked what Brennan just had to say about Mohammed Kudus. But then, guys, that is it on Mohammed Kudus. Let me know your thoughts about it down below in the comments. Next, let's talk about Terry Partey. Today, we all know what happened when he appeared in court to answer to the sexual assault charges and the rape charges against him. He has denied all these charges, and he believes that it is through the court system and the legal system that is going to clear his name and free him. But when he left court today, and I brought you that in my previous video stating that he was granted a conditional bail. The details are in my previous video. But then when he left court today, Fabrizio Romano posted this. And I want to read very quickly. You can see that on your screen. He says, "Here we go. Villarreal agreed though to sign Terry Partey as a free agent from Arsenal." Now, we all know Terry Partey was being linked to Arsenal. He finished his medical. But after the court case today, Fabrizio announced that now it is confirmed Terry Partey has been granted a conditional bail. He can go on and play for Villarreal. And this is what Villarreal were waiting for. They wanted to see if he was going to be granted a bail that can allow him play football. And it has been done. And Fabrizio Romano posted this on his social media platforms. But then I kept on seeing a post from Villarreal fans saying that they don't like Terry Partey in their club. Now, this is one post I saw, and I want to read it out very quickly. It says that, "Call to action. I encourage all Villarreal supporters who are outraged and disgusted by the potential signing of Terry Partey to directly contact the club through the official fans mailbox. We must do everything we can to let the club know of our disapproval." This is just one of many comments I've seen against Terry Partey signing for Villarreal. It's like some of the fans do not approve. And not everyone is a fan of Villarreal. Some are just these activists, feminists. They are tweeting and they are posting on social media. That's fine. But I want to say this. Let's be human for a minute. He has not been found guilty. Let the law do its job. Let him either find him guilty or innocent. But now, let the law do its job. He has been granted bail. He can continue living his life because these ladies are living their lives. You are already judging someone. What if he is innocent? Are you going to give him back the life he lost? Are you going to give him back the reputation you have damaged? I don't know why people are not sympathetic to situations like this, because you don't have the full fact on ground. Because you have seen many times these players being targeted. They are actually victims. What haven't we seen? Just recently, Hakimi. It should teach us a lot. We are just discriminating against Terry Partey. It is so sad. It is so pathetic. Those doing this, Villarreal fans, you don't know you have a good player on your hands. Because for me, I'm waiting for the law to do its job. I'm waiting for the law to do its job. Whether find him guilty or not, even the player says he's ready to cooperate, he's ready to let the law clear his name. So what is your problem? Why all this? Supporters, why all this? Allow him, free him. We have seen players go through this. Mendy, number one, Hakimi just recently. They are all victims. They are victims. This is sad. But then, guys, this is what is happening. Fans are not happy. This one, it came when it was announced that he was going to Villarreal. But then there are more today when he was granted bail. More comments like this. And I'm not happy about it at all. Especially the fact that, first of all, I'm a Ghanaian. I'm from Ashaiman. When I was a kid, I saw this guy training with a team in Ashaiman called Revelation. I saw him with my eyes. There was a time we played in school. So you can't play some intense. Oh. No. I don't really make happy about this. That's the honest truth. But then, guys, that is it with Terry Partey. Now, let's move away from Terry Partey and talk about Abdul Fatawu Issahaku. I mean, he's the guy now with Leicester City, doing an extremely good job, and I'm really, really happy for Abdul Fatawu Issahaku. In their last preseason game against Fiorentina, he scored an insane solo goal. I've already brought you that goal, but then, guys, let's watch it again. Let's watch that goal again.
Yeah, it wasn't as dangerous as his initial option, though. Sometimes, he looked to play short. and put the ball at risk on Fatawu again.
Too good. Fatawu is having quite an afternoon on his return to action. Brilliant. Simply stunning for that.
So you have seen the goal. Let me know your thoughts about it down below in the comments. Obviously, you have seen it several times. But then, after the game, this is what the coach of Leicester City, Matis Fuentes, had to say about Abdul Fatawu Issahaku. He stated that Abdul was outstanding. He was enjoying it. It was a brilliant goal. At the same time, when Abdul is doing well, it's because Stephen Mavididi is doing well on the other side, showing the same level of threat. Look, I have said it in my previous video. I'm going to repeat it again. Championship, all the teams, they ran because he has done it before. He's one guy that can catapult Leicester City straight to the EPL. But then the latest update, you're also picking on Abdul Fatawu Issahaku that there are other English Premier League clubs monitoring the player. They want to sign the player. They have begun talks with his camp. Yeah, they have begun talks. But then they have not approached Leicester City yet. But Leicester City have labeled Abdul Fatawu Issahaku not for sale. That is the situation. Abdul Fatawu Issahaku not for sale. That is the situation currently. But then there are other clubs in the EPL who are courting, Abdul Fatawu Issahaku and other players at Leicester City to see if they can sign them. I won't be surprised if it is these newly promoted teams, because Abdul Fatawu Issahaku, what he did in preseason could be enough reason for any team to want him. But then, guys, this is the situation with Abdul Fatawu Issahaku, what the coach said about him, teams interested in him, and also Leicester City's stance on the player. He is not for sale. That is coming from Leicester City. Now, let's move away from Abdul Fatawu Issahaku and talk about Terry Yegbe. Now, Terry Yegbe played with Ghana under-23 team in 2023 when they were playing the under-23 AFCON. Good player by our standard. He also featured last November for the Black Stars when we played against Angola and lost. Good player by our standard. With Elfsborg, he joined in 2024, and so far, he's having an amazing time with Elfsborg. Now, when he joined at first, let me tell you a bit of statistics concerning this player. When he joined at first, he played 22 league games and did an extremely job. So far this season, they are already halfway through their season. He has played 16 games and he's doing an extremely good job. He's not stopping. The consistency level is mind-blowing. And I brought you an update concerning this player that he was attracting interest from teams in England, Fulham, Brighton. But what you are hearing is that there are more clubs showing interest in Terry Yegbe. The latest is Birmingham City. They are serious about the player and they are willing to pay 6 million euros for Terry Yegbe from Elfsborg. Look, Birmingham City are not the only ones. Empoli, Hellas Verona from the Italian side are also monitoring the player. But then if this still goes through, where Terry Yegbe signs for, let's say, Birmingham for 6 million euros, it would be the highest transfer fee in the history of Elfsborg. I'm telling you, see, this is crazy. And I'm happy for the player. Look, if he ends up going to England, it's a step up. Let's be honest, it's a step up for Terry Yegbe. The player is 6'5". He's quite tall. He looks like a giant and plays so well. But then, guys, this is my own takes on it. This is the latest update concerning Terry Yegbe. I feel like going to the championship or the EPL is a step up from playing in the Swedish league. But then, this is where I'm going to end it. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. My name is Adam. And don't forget, let me hear from you. Kudus, noni, Madueke, who is better? I'll make sure to see you in the next one. Charlie, we will vibe.